Hey everybody, Rick here. Today is June the 28th, and today I am pulling out my mustard greens. As you can see, they have started bolting. We got the little flowers on. So I pulled the row out already, and that's going over into the side where I'm gonna put it into the compost pile. So that's pretty much what they are. I'm gonna leave one. I'm seeing some little pods. I'm thinking that's where the seeds actually come from. I've never harvested mustard seeds before, but we're gonna see. So I just have them there. I also pulled up my spinach, which was in this row here. It was starting to bolt also. The weather's starting to get really hot now, so we're in the 80s and 90s. And these typically are cool weather crops. So other than my collards, they can seem to go year round. So picked them today. I cleaned the stalks up a little bit, and I'll just let them continue to grow. And as for next, I'm not sure what I'm gonna put over here yet. I may put a row of okra and maybe some bush beans. I'm not sure yet. Bush beans get kind of big, so we'll actually see on that whole thing there. But as for now, thank you mustard greens, thank you spinach. I will be replanting them again back in the fall. So that's my last bucket of mustards. I know I've picked, there's probably about a dozen buckets since I started. So, and the collards will keep on going. Like I said, this is my cucamelon plant. That thing is really starting to grow. And let me see if I can see one. Okay, I'm not sure if you can actually see that or not. See if I can zoom in. If we go back into focus. Alright, yeah, right there at the bottom of that flower is a little bitty cucamelon, and they are all over the place. So I'm just waiting to have those. I don't know if they necessarily need to be pollinated or not, but I have a lone bee around here. It's a bumblebee. His name is Hank. He's pretty much been doing my whole garden since I've been seeing a lack of honeybees. My broccoli, I picked the heads off yesterday. There's a bunch of heads. I missed a couple, but that's okay. I picked the heads off, and I'm gonna just start getting the side shoots now. Because we gotten so much rain, the bugs just had a field day with this. Because when I spray it with my BT, it just washed right on off. So it's still producing okay, but yeah, that don't look very appealing at all. I'm going to pick the beets here next, and I'm going to pull the green onions on out of there too. So, but yeah, I mean, this garden has been amazing. So tomatoes, they're doing crazy now. They love this warm weather. So these here, I have tomatoes on every plant except this one right here. And I think that is a Rutgers, if I remember correctly. I gotta go back and look at that. But my better boys, they're doing amazing down there. My mortgage lifters, let's see, and this one, it's gotten big. This one's probably, this here is probably about the 6 foot area, and it's almost starting to touch up there right now. So those are my mortgage lifters. So I got more better boys on this side. If you can see that down there. So this is the other Rutgers. So there's nothing on there. I gotta go back and look at that one. I'm not sure if that's Rutgers or possibly Brandywine Red. But like I said, I got tomatoes on just about everything here, which is really good. Brussels sprouts, still doing amazing. Cucumbers, I tell you, we've been eating a bunch of them here lately, and they just coming. They just continue to come. It's all over the place. So there's a bunch of them just all here. They're starting to hang on my vine now. You can see that back there. So I got some unique shaped ones. So here's, I guess that one's actually probably about ready to pick. So But they just kind of everywhere, and that's my lone bee actually pollinating everything here again. So over here, my green beans, something happened to them. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if they were shaded out by the squash in the background, but they're not really producing. This is all I really got of my green beans. So I need to figure out if I just need to relocate a plant or two. It's still warm enough. I think I can actually plant some more and be okay. But yeah, I'm just kind of curious on that one. Another Brussels sprout doing okay. Spaghetti squash. My trellis, this thing that got so heavy that it was starting to lean forward. So I tied it off to this bed right here, which put that extra bow in it, but it was bowing pretty bad already. But I had to keep it off of my bean trellis because it was just going so, leaning so bad, just kind of shading everything out. So that's my spaghetti squash. So everything is well there. So my turnips, I pulled them out probably a week ago. I was pretty much done with the turnip greens. So they said we don't really eat many of the turnip roots, and that worked out fine. More Brussels sprouts. So you can actually starting to see them come on in a little bit. And my cauliflower, some big old head right there. So, and I got some smaller ones throughout this plant here. So sage, I'm going to be pulling the arugula up also, taking the leaves off of that and making it into a spice. My basil, probably the same thing. So that's a big elephant here I had in the front of the house. Just moved it back here just for decor. These are my indigo rose tomatoes. They are all over. This thing is doing amazing. We have both plants actually. It is doing incredible. And here are my peppers. They're coming in pretty decent. Still need some more height on the plant, but it's okay. All right, the race is on between the watermelon, and I think I decided I'm just gonna keep both of them. So I know I said I was gonna clear one of them out, but I think I'm gonna just keep both. So they're starting to make their way outside of the box. Just starting, got some blooms, or a bloom down there. So now we just waiting for some fruit to start to develop, and then we'll just go from there. More Brussels sprouts. So pretty happy about them. My corn, boy, this stuff jumped. Now we had a crazy windstorm 2 nights ago. I think we reached up to 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. And thank goodness I have a Texas weave that I did on my corn here from the other winds that blew them down. And with that crazy wind, only 3 of them actually blew over. But they didn't uproot themselves, so I could actually just stand it back up. I think that was one. I need to re-stand it back up again. But yeah, if I hadn't done that weave around the corn, everything would have been laid over. All right, here's my okra right there in the middle. It's starting to show some signs of growth. It still ain't nowhere near where it should be though. I mean, this stuff should be as high as the corn, but that's why I'm gonna plant some more on the other bed over there. I'm thinking, like I said in the last video, this tree right here, it really shades stuff out pretty bad. And then my carrots, Purple Dragon carrots, I pulled one up yesterday and it was about 6 inches long and thick. So I am really happy about these guys here. So they're coming along good. And the garden overall, I'm very happy with. So, but as for now, I'm gonna take these mustards on in and clean them. So I got them collards on the stove right now. So I'll probably just add them to that. And then I put them in some Tupperware, just put them in my 8-foot freezer. And then I'll come back out and pick my beets. So, which turned out pretty good. I don't know if I actually showed the G's on camera, but that's about the average size of my beets right there. And this is about the perfect size. These things are like candy. So all organic, no pesticide. They taste a lot different than the ones you can get in the store. And been growing them for years, and I just always loved the taste of organic beets. particularly mine, just because I'm biased like that. So, but that's okay. So on that note, that was a clearing out the bed that turned into a garden update by accident. So be it. So, all right, guys, this is Rick. I will see you on the next video. Later.